Hello my viewers. Today I've got a couple of products here from new Calgon that I'm going to try out. One is a concentrate coil cleaner that you attach a hose to, and the other is one of the ones that you can spray onto evaporators and condensers, okay, using an aerosol can. So what we have here is okay, so that's the TriClean 2X concentrate coil cleaner and the Tri-Pow'r HD for evaporators and condensers. So first thing I'm going to do is look over this condenser. Okay, well, I got some leaves in the bottom, you know, that's kind of typical. Let's see what kind of damage we might even have on the coil. That looks like it's just fin damage, so that's not a problem. Let's go around this way, and yeah, right here we've got some more fin damage. This one almost made me think that we had some actual coil damage, but I think we're lucky here. So we'll go ahead and proceed with cleaning the condenser here. So the first things first, go over here to the disconnect and we'll pull the disconnect out, okay, and then we can freely hose it down pretty much any which way we need to. So secondly, we'll go ahead and connect the hose to where it gets connected to, right here. Let's see. There we go, pretty much, and yeah. Alright, now, so right here, if you look down the nozzle here, you see the coil cleaner comes out and the water at the same time. Now, alright, let's turn the water on. First of all, it gets purged. Alright, so the air has purged out, and now we can flip this over to, you see here where it says clean. So let's see, alright, there we go. Flip it over, that's rinse, by the way. And then we'll flip it all the way over to clean, for the coil cleaner to come out. So yeah, here it comes, coil cleaner. Go ahead and yeah, very good. Some areas are, well, this lets me get into some pretty tight areas, I must admit. There's only about 1.5 feet of space between the wall here and the coil, and I'm able to get in there pretty good with this. So that's not a problem. Alright, next what we'll do, we'll turn the water off. Alright. So let's take a look at these instructions again here. Yeah, well, okay, so goggles and gloves, it says, that, you know, should be used. and then attach the water source. Alright, we did that. Turn the sprayer to clean, which we did, and then turn the sprayer off. Well, I went ahead and just turned the water off, and then turn the sprayer to rinse. So now, it doesn't say that you got to let it sit for any period of time. So I guess you could go ahead and simply rinse right after getting the coil cleaner in there. Which, I don't know. Everybody has their own theory on that. I mean, personally, I like to let it sit a little bit, just to give the coil cleaner a little time to work into any type of you know, grease or anything. But the instructions doesn't really tell you to let it sit. So the next thing I'm going to do, I know it says that what you could do here, if you want to, is simply flip this from clean over to rinse, okay, even while it's running. But what I'm going to do anyway, okay, is I'm going to go pull this off here, pull off the coil cleaner, and then, okay, I went ahead and hooked up another spray nozzle to the hose. So now we go ahead and spray down the coil. I like to kind of give it a rapid right to left motion right here, like this. It kind of helps to push some of the junk out. You can tell, at least I can see a lot of dirt coming out, really. It's looking pretty good. So maybe you can see that. Oh yeah, this really is some pretty good stuff, I can tell you that, because a lot of times just with water you will not get out a lot of the actual like grease and grime that seems to like to hide inside of these fins in the coil. So this is working out really good. Good to do this at the very least once a year to your air conditioning system, because it's a real energy saver. Alright, I'm going to do the rest of this coil off camera. Alright, my viewers, I've cleaned the coil, and also off camera I went ahead and re-leveled the condenser unit pad so that the condenser unit would sit level. So that I think is going to help a great deal as well. Now the other thing that we could do here is, if you look down there, okay, you'll see some more of the foam that you know is still foamed up, plus some leaves. I don't know if you can see it through this grating here. It's kind of hard to. Anyway, yeah, you should be able to see some leaves down there. We can get rid of these leaves down on the bottom. So since they've already got rid of their big oak, that has probably been the worst. I guess they have another one here that was probably a problem as well. They already got rid of that, so see, hopefully not too many more leaves are going to drift down into through this grill. So let's pull the screws off, of the top here. There we go. Getting it. I think I might have another one over here. Yes, I do. And there it is. Alright. Okay. Now, you know, one thing is whenever you remove screws from a unit, you may want to put them in a relatively safe spot so that you can, you know, locate them again. Sometimes your pocket isn't even the best place because you might even leave the site with a bunch of screws in your pocket. Let's see. Now, what we'll do, I'll pop this top here. Let's see. Alright, so right here is where the condensing fan motor wire is. So, hold on a minute. Yeah. I know. We have to actually remove these wires first. I don't know. Let me see what here. Okay. Hopefully that'll work. Okay. Sort of got it to where I can get down in there. At least. By the way, just to show you, this is a heat pump. Here's your reversing valve. The coil is down here. I've had to replace that before. Let's see, here's your compressor. It's a Bristol. I haven't seen too many Bristol compressors lately. Let's see what happens down here if I just reach down and grab me a wad of leaves. Okay, so as you see, there's lots of leaves. Well, I hope I don't have to keep the camera rolling while I'm digging these out, because it's hard to hold this camera plus dig the leaves. So I'll see you when I get back from doing that. Alright, well, I went ahead and cleaned it up pretty good. Got a lot of the leaves and dirt out anyway. So, I mean, this is definitely within reason. Alright, so next I gotta put the condensing fan back in place, and we'll go from there. I guess a PM without looking over the control section just ain't really a PM. So, well, let's see. Let me go ahead and take a look at this run cap right here. Never know, right? It looks kind of, well, a little rusty on the top, but that doesn't mean that it's bad or anything. Got a little wet. Okay, let's see. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the, I can find it here, pull the common wires off of the common side. I've got the meter set for microfarad. Here's my run capacitor back here, disconnected from everything. Put one probe on common and the other on fan, and we're getting, let's see, definitely 5.0, and it's rated for 5, so we're good. Now we'll put one on common and the other on Herm. By the way, this is rated for 40 microfarad, and let's see, well, 39.6, still good, within 5% negative or positive, yeah, plus or minus, whichever. So we're good. The run cap is still good. A little rusty, but it is still good. Might think about replacing it next time around. So we'll put let's see, yeah, we'll go ahead and put the common wires to common, And I'm going to have to pinch them in a little bit. Let me see. Yeah, sometimes these connectors will, you know, open up a little too wide and be too loose whenever you have to pull them and then put them back on the terminal. So we'll just squish them in just a wee bit, just so they fit there. Not too much, because then it's difficult to get them to fit. Okay, that was common. Next is fan. So let's see. We'll put the brown wire on fan. It's holding pretty good. And then we'll put the yellow wire on compressor. And it's not too bad. I'm going to squish it in just a wee bit. It's quite a bit riding on this one connection. Now you definitely want a good connection on these terminals. There we go. Alright, now let's look over this contactor. I've seen worse, and I mean, this contact, the points here in the contact, these contacts do look a little on the burn end, but it's not that bad, I don't think. Well, I think I'll let it ride for now. I mean, I service this air conditioner anyway, so I'll go ahead and just let this ride. Well, now I'm going to go ahead and button up the panel on here. Alright, well, now that I have the outdoor unit serviced, I'm going to go ahead and clear this condensate drain right here before I go inside to service the air handler. The way I'm going to do that, of course, is get my wet dry vac here, and let's see, we'll turn it on. All the garbage. So how to get everything freed up from the door. Be interested to see how much junk we picked up, you know, out of that condensate drain. And look at there, sure did. Sure enough. Whew. We'll go ahead and get rid of it. Alright, I think the first thing I'm going to do anyway in there is I'm going to vacuum around the air handler. So I'm going to put this this filter on here. Let's see. Gosh. There we go. Putting that up, putting that up. Okay, viewers. Alright, my viewers. We're looking at the return side of the evaporator coil inside the air handler, and as you can see, well, this one doesn't look like it's been serviced for a while. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and clean it with new Calgon Tri-Pow'r for evaporators and condensing units. Now, generally speaking, when I see coils like this, I'm thinking I'm going to have to nuke it, okay, with something serious. But we're going to try the Tri-Pow'r HD here, so let's try it. Give it a shot here. Might have to get the vacuum going. Okay. Whew. I might have to do a lot of this off camera simply because it's hard to, well, I don't want my camera to get a bunch of this chemical all over the lens. But let's see what happens here. Yeah, right. Well, according to the instructions, let me see if I can get it to focus here. Got my camera all sopping with the coil cleaner here earlier. But anyway, okay. So, just wait 10 minutes, immediately resume system operation, and allow the condensate generally to promptly self-rinse coil. Well, okay, that's good. I like that. But what I had to do in this case, because the coil was so dirty, I had to go ahead and well, if I can get this camera up there anyway now to show you. Let's see where we're at. Okay, so believe it or not, but that is a little bit better. We're gonna have to do this again. I had to vacuum all the clods off and the foam and everything. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and use the coil cleaner on it again, and we'll, repeat this step. Alright, well, this is the second wave, you might say. I've got a little more up after applying a second coat of the coil cleaner. So I will try it again. Chances are we'll have to use like a little spritz bottle or something like that to get much more out of there with this coil cleaner. With the those aerosol sprays, they work great, but they're not really always self-rinsing. Alright, I went ahead and sprayed down the coil again with the Tri-Pow'r HD. And now what I'm going to do is I gotta use a spray bottle here of water just to spray it down a little bit. Probably should turn this blower on, or it actually turn on the AC. Now I turn the AC on, and let's see what happens here. Okay. Mostly I just wanted to be sure that the foam doesn't drip all over the place while I turn the air conditioner on. And actually, I guess the condensate is supposed to help to clean the coil as well, which is fine. Let's see here. So, you can see that's what I'm doing here. Just using a little spray bottle of water to help to add to the condensate. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and do the rest off camera. Here it is, folks. I think I pretty much got it cleaned up pretty good. I went ahead and put the rest of the coil cleaner on the coil, after I rinsed it up pretty good with the water, the spritzing bottle that I was using. And I'm really pleasantly surprised how well it cleaned the coil. I mean, really, it's almost an unfair test for the product, because I mean, the coil definitely needed to be nuked, but it really cleaned it up pretty nice. Kind of have to apply the coil cleaner a few times vacuum, things like that, you know, really to get it up, but it will. I mean, it saved me from having to pull this coil out of the air handler anyway. So, you know, that I would say proves that worked out pretty good. Thank you. So, thank you, Tri-Pow'r HD. Did a good job. I'll just show you, this is the grime that I vacuumed out from the evaporator, and it was quite the challenge for the Tri-Pow'r HD, but it really came through pretty good. Just to show you. Thank you.